Yo, what is the deal, everybody? Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Man, got a lot to talk about today. It is cold as hell up here in the East Coast, yo. It is cold. Like to the point where, yo, look, I'm in my office. I got the heat blazing and I'm still cold, man. I've been freezing my ass off all day, man. Shout out to everybody that's out there. You know, shout out to Dominique 5 in a place to be. Shout out to Gerard Davenport, Dan High Stakes Teaser. The whole gang is here. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this thing out to all social media. Telling you right now, we don't rock until it's over 100 in the room. We got to get 100 in the room. We got to get them numbers up, y'all. Share this thing out, y'all. What the F is going on here, man? What in the F is going on here? Let me get some more shout outs and salutations. My man Patrick B. My dog Ant is in the place. CGR himself can't get right. Yo, Pixel Face Killer is in the place, man. Oh my God. I got my coffee. I got my convo right too. Ready for all of y'all? Listen, we got 100 in the room, y'all. Get wasted. So listen, y'all. You see the thumbnail. I saw a report. That's right, Patrick B. CGR. Can't get right. It's his new name, CGR, yo. That's it. But look, I saw a report. It's coming from Mike Lombardi. So you take that with a grain of salt. But I'm going to be honest with you. If this is the case, I have a lot to say about that. Now, there are a lot of, I've always been under the estimation that you just don't not interview Jim Harbaugh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you have your mind set on someone else, you have to interview him if he wants the job. So it was always my estimation that, man, maybe he wasn't that interested. But there are some people who say differently. And the person who says differently is Mike Lombardi. Now, Mike Lombardi is a fixture over at the Pat McAfee show. And, Jim Harbaugh has been linked to the Raiders for decades, man, to be honest with you. Before he got the San Francisco job, a lot of people thought that Harbaugh would have been here. And it's for a variety of different reasons, man. He's never returned to the team. He left in 2004 and he became the coach of San Diego State, right? And people say that Harbaugh was never considered a serious option for the Raiders in last year's hiring cycle, despite the fact that he was kind of forced out of the NCAA. So we knew he had to come to the National Football League for a variety of different violations. He would have pretty much had that program in the stand had he stayed. But, he signed with the Chargers, and it is what it is. And they're 2.5 games, ahead of the Colts for the playoff spot. And, everything is lovely in LA right there. But no one has detailed the reasons to why the Raiders were never serious contenders for Harbaugh. But now Michael Lombardi, who always claims to be in the know, brought up that the Raiders and the Bears were the two teams he believed that Harbaugh would have been interested in coaching. And in his little segment that he does over at Pat McAfee, he says Chicago passed on Harbaugh because of the history between Harbaugh and the Bears and Kevin Warren. And he said, as for the Raiders, Lombardi said he doesn't know why they didn't pursue Harbaugh. There were two teams that Harbaugh would have loved to work for, I'm sure. Last year, the Bears, who he played for, it was their number one pick, and then the Las Vegas Raiders, who he worked his first coaching job ever. Lombardi said neither team decided to go with him, and I just don't know why. Now, there's a couple of things, right? Like for me, Mike Lombardi is a guy who is not the most trustworthy source when it comes to when he speaks on the Raiders, because Mike Lombardi has gone on a Raider slander fest ever since his son was fired. Now, he used to be a big detractor of the Raiders because he got fired by the Raiders. Then when they rehired his son, he was on board. He was on board. You know, you had all the Patriot guys in the building. But when everyone got fired, Mike Lombardi has gone Mike Lombardi 2.0, and he's been slandering the Raiders and being an asshole, right? So the thing that's standing out about his comments is like, you know, he has an axe to grind with the Raiders. And that's what I'm just saying, man. I mean, listen, man. And the thing is, I'm sure it is not necessarily, I have a quote from Jim Harbaugh. I spoke to Jim Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same freaking thing, bro. It ain't the same thing, man. And when you see, you know, that Fred Flintstone face bastard talking about the Raiders, you take it with a grain of salt. We got over 160 in the room. Where the F are you guys at? Where the F are you guys at? You pull on up now, damn it. The hell is the nation right now? It's like, nah, listen, man, we 160 strong, and yo, that is enough. That is enough, man. Shout out to everybody in the room, yo. My guy, LS the Damager, Wasted Talent Live. What a resplendent day this is. Oh, wow. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm miserable with losing, so don't block me if I get after you. It's just brothers gabbing, right? Yeah, come on, bro. I ain't block. Look, man. Let me just put this out here, bro. Guys, these are the reasons why in my chat you will get blocked. I am not. I always say I'm gonna unceremoniously block somebody, and a lot of the times I just be joking around, yo. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, the thing that makes this show what it is that this is an open forum where we can all talk through this shit. Good, bad, or indifferent, whether we agree or disagree, this is a place where we can talk. This is the thing that gets you blocked in my chat. I'm just gonna put it out there. Disrespecting people, you know, like being super disrespectful, talking about people's families and stuff like that. That don't rock with me. I'm a man, right? And I know the most important thing to me is my family. That's the most important thing to me, 100%. My family and God. That's first, right? So if you ever disrespect the families or family of somebody that I and my friends and things like that, you will be blocked. No two ways about it. You don't got to wonder where my loyalty lies. Two, another way is if you talk about one of my guys from my team, you're getting blocked. You don't talk about Graf. You don't talk about Hammer. You don't talk about Big Mike. Andy don't do this no more, but that's still my brother. You don't talk about Andy, right? You don't talk about, you know, guys that I got a lot of respect for, right? And where they're not here to defend themselves. You will get unceremoniously blocked for that. Also, talking in any racial stuff, any just things that are just super disrespectful, that's the stuff. But like us disagreeing about football is cool, yo. That's cool, man. That's what makes the show. DeMarcus Webb is in the place. Clean Letterman's wasted. Looking like new money. Appreciate you, DeMarcus, man. You know, come on, man. You know I tried, man. You know I tried, man. I am definitely a varsity jacket. I got so many Raider leathers and it's crazy, man. Yeah, that's right, Anthony. Let me tell you, if I block people for no reason, Anthony, you'll be the first person to get blocked. You will be getting blocked, you effing Anthony. Blocked. You are the first on the list. You were cruising for a blocking, Anthony. The Raiders didn't talk to Harbaugh because Davis felt the pressure to hire AP because of the players and fans since he didn't hire the coach who took over. Yeah, look, bro. And look, there's a piece of that, right? But if Mark Davis decided not to bring Harbaugh in because of that fact and only that fact, then I have to question, you know, his leadership in running this organization, right? Because when you're responsible for a football organization, bro, it's not just his toy to play. I mean, look, I know it's his birthright. You know, his father and his mother are leaving him this team. This is his team, right? No, good, bad. It's our team. We love the Raiders. But, you know, good, bad, or indifferent, this is Mark Davis's team, right? But the thing that Mark Davis is responsible for is a lot more than just this team, y'all. It's a lot more than just his team. Mark Davis is responsible for the people in the building, their jobs. He's responsible for these players and their livelihood. He has a lot on his shoulders, right? So be that as it may, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You have to do what's right and not what's popular. You got to do what's right and not what's popular. And if he's not doing that, then that's cause for alarm to me. You have to do, just like this year, he has another. Listen, until you get the coaching decision right, it's going to be a tough decision every single year. See, Kansas City doesn't have a tough decision. They don't have a tough decision. Andy Reid's their coach until he decides he doesn't want to be. He's won. He's earned that. And if Mark wants to ever get out of that rinse and repeat of that, he has to make the right decision and not the popular decision. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, man. Oh, my God. Aris Dillon with the $2 holla with the first super of the day. Wasted blocks more than our old line. Damn, yo. Damn, y'all calling me Matumbo? The F is going on here, man. I don't block nobody like that, do I? Come on, y'all. Y'all doing me dirty. Yo, this is crazy, man. God! Wow! Crazy, yo. I cannot believe y'all doing me like this, man. Lawrence E. It's terrible, bro. Not Matumbo, dog. Damn. Laser D rating. At the time the decision was made, AP was 2-1 in the division, set a franchise record in points and scored, and the Raiders played tough, gritty football. And I get it, bro. I get it. I understand it. I get it. But you, once again, right, you can't be a prisoner of the moment. Jim Harbaugh walks in your bit like, bro, like this year. Yo, if Kyle Shanahan is somehow available, all bets are off. If Andy Reid says, yo, for some stroke of the imagination, he would want to come here, all bets are off. You gotta amend whatever the fan base wants, or whatever everybody talking about, whatever's popular. You gotta amend that. That's gotta be amended, bro. It's gotta be amended. The rules. Actually, it's not really Mark Davis's team. It's Al Davis's. Mark inherited it. He didn't really earn the right to have this team, bro. Listen, bro. If that's the metric, you trying to say this ain't his team, then, bro, shit. This country ain't this country. The F are you talking about, bro? Yo, almost everybody who has anything in this country inherits it. You have people like me who didn't inherit a goddamn thing, and you know, I've done well for myself, right? If I do say so myself, I will pat myself on the back right now. I'll do that. But what I will say to you is this, yo. You show me wealth, and I'll show you somebody who gave it to him. So I don't want to hear that. So does that mean that Clark Hunt doesn't own the Kansas City Chiefs? Because he inherited the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Does the McCaskey family, who are Miss McCaskey is actually George Halas's daughter? Does she not own the Chicago Bears? Does Hal Steinbrenner not own the Yankees? He inherited that. Bro, let me tell you something. Listen, I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I love Al Davis. This was Al Davis's team. Al Davis has been gone since 2011. Grew up with Al Davis. You know, grew up being a fan of this team a long time. But, bro, let me tell you something, man. I've been a fan of this team over 40 years. But what I'll tell you is this. You show me an NFL team. You show me a team. You show me the Lakers. The Lakers were inherited it. The Giants were inherited. Twice. Because Wellington Mara was a child owner. And then his son owns the team with the Tisch family. You show me the Pittsburgh Steelers. Art Rooney Jr. owns the team. The F are you talking about? Stop it. F and stop it. Come on now. I bet all of us would look dumb if we had that bum that was the OC before he was let go. And the injuries didn't help this year either. There's a lot of things that factor, but I still want wins at the end of the day. But, bro, no matter what, right, there's no metric that you can say that picking and see, you know, when they picked Antonio Pierce, I have this snippet of me and Graf talking about it. And I say, yo, this isn't about resume, bro. It's not about resume, because if they were to put resume to resume, there's no metric that he would beat anyone out for a job, right? But listen, we wanted to see what it looked like. It looked like we caught lightning in the bottle last year. It looked like we were on the precipice of having the next great guy be the coach. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. With all the injuries and things of that nature, you know, and every day I come on here and we talk about this, and I want to kind of transition away from Antonio Pierce. I want to talk about Shedeur Sanders. I want to talk about some of the things that are going on in Raider Nation. I want to get into the injury report, because we haven't done that yet. But, and it's going to be enough for the Antonio Pierce talk. You know, there are a lot of people around the league who echo my sentiment. It's another person who is not a favorite of the Raiders. But Mike Florio believes that the fate of Antonio Pierce is a foregone conclusion, and I tend to agree with him. You know, they asked the question, will Antonio Pierce be back next year? And, you know, there are a lot of people that are trumpeting the praise for him, like Richard Sherman. And that's dope, man. I appreciate that from him. But Mike Florio disagrees. He said, I feel like it's a foregone conclusion that Pierce will be fired, Florio said this weekend on the Rich Eisen show. The game management on Friday was horrendous. We got so caught up in that bot snap when it was a legal shift. Was it a false start? Was it a live ball that we forgot to factor in? Antonio Pierce said his objective in the moment was to have Aiden O'Connell throw the ball away to burn 4 or 5 seconds. Dude, all you had to do was wait to spike the ball in a prior play. He said when kids play Madden, they understand how to manage these game situations better than as anyone. He goes and he said when an NFL coach fails a critical game situation and it becomes even more glaring, I think it becomes a foregone conclusion. And there's plenty of chatter that it's Mike Vrabel that's going to end up there. Now, this is what I've been saying. This is what Amy Trask has been saying. This is what holes in the roster are one thing. Teams can forgive that. Shout out to Amy Trask. I'm going to plagiarize what she said. But what an ownership group cannot and will not forgive is holes in the damn brain. I'm telling you right now, man. So you could do with that what you will, nation. Do with that what you will. My guy Jamba Juice is in the place. If Mark does own the team, then you can say Al didn't either. He stole it from Chet Soda and Wayne Valley. I don't know. And yo, shout out to my guy Sheldon Brown, man. F Mike Florio, even if he's right. Get the F out of here, Sheldon. Yo, nah, that's a fact, though. F Mike Florio, yo. I hate that he's right on this one. F him. Ventriloquist, dummy-looking bum. Can't stand that effing guy, man. Shout out to everybody. Get wasted with your brother wasted. We got almost 300 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Get the F out of here, Postman. You damn right. This is called Raider Nation Unlimited, feature wasted talent and all of my rants. F is wrong with you. Yeah, Steve DeLuna. Yeah. Shout out to Ralph Wilson, the owner of the Bills who passed away. Yeah, he definitely helped Al up. Raider Fest said Al swindled. He's swindled. You leave Al alone. Let Al rest. So, guys, look, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about, what's going on in the nation? Now, today, I looked on social media. Shedeur Sanders is riding around Las Vegas. He rode past the stadium, and he posted legendary on his stories. The kid clearly wants to be here, y'all. And the sad thing about it is, and I keep looking at it, the Raiders are in a situation, man, because listen, I'm not the tank guy, right? That's never been my bag, right? But the thing is, when you start looking at the Raiders' last 5 games, bro, dude, their last 5 games, man, they got a couple of ones on there that are pretty winnable. And we talked about this, and I really kind of wanted to break this down, y'all. I wanted to break this down because this is something that we got to be mindful of, bro. I didn't want the Raiders to have to move up to take anybody. I just wanted it to kind of be our position and kind of do our thing. But the Raiders, let me tell you something, man. Even though we are not the greatest team in 1 o'clock games, we're not the greatest team in 1 o'clock games, in the Eastern time zone. But let me tell you something, man. When you start talking about this, man, the last 5 games of the season, man, anything can happen. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, man, the Bucs are a touchdown favorite over the Raiders. But let me tell you something, man. The Raiders are the kind of team that can slow down a team that, is an explosive offense, kind of finesse football team. And this is a long road trip. It won't be easy. But that's a winnable game for the Raiders. Then December the 16th in Atlanta. The Falcons are 6-6, man. And, they're fighting Tampa Bay for the NFC South title, so they can get in the playoffs. They're very average at QB. And this is another game, man. If Max and the boys get after him, this can easily be an upset for the Raiders. Now, December the 22nd, this game is really going to really decide the draft forevermore, because even if they lose these other 2 games, if they beat Jacksonville and the Giants don't win, that drops them exponentially. And it drops them behind Jacksonville. And Jacksonville, because, they beat them in head-to-head. But Jacksonville are 2-10 too. Trevor Lawrence is going to probably be out for that game, and he is on injured reserve. Mac Jones will be the quarterback, and Jacksonville, look, man, it doesn't look like they're out there actively trying to win. And I'm telling you right now, the Giants are definitely tanking. The Giants are tanking. You can't tell me anything different. I don't think either one of those teams win another game this season. I think the Raiders are going to do what the Raiders always do and play just well enough to win a meaningless game. The New Orleans game. You never know if you get bad DC, we lose this game. I mean, bad DC, we win this game. You get good DC, we lose this game. And that's just what it is. And Derek Carr will be motivated to beat our team. So, I'm thinking the New Orleans game could possibly be a win, and then the Chargers win. If they're headed to the playoffs and they don't have anything to play for, and there's no seeding or anything involved, then you can see the Chargers dropping that game. If not, totally different situation. Totally different situation. And Laser D Ready, you're right about that, man. The Bucs are weak in the middle, man. They're very weak in the middle. They're susceptible to tight ends destroying them. Now, to see, the problem with this is, too, we have to realize that the Buccaneers' offense is explosive, bro. Explosive. It can be at times, especially especially if Big Mike Evans is playing, man. My guy Derek Cajon. So why are we even talking about Al owned or stole a team? I'm concerned on getting the coach and a franchise changing QB. Hey, man, listen, you ain't said nothing but a word dropping those jewels, Derek Calhoun. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. So, my guy, ACL, Sicko. My opinion on tanking is, if you ever say you want to, or you're trying to tank by not giving 100% on every play, you might as well turn away, drop your pants, and you will never be a effing man. Damn. Said drop your pants. What the F are you doing? Sicko, you are about to be unceremoniously effing blocked. F is wrong with you. The Giants play the Saints in New York in the cold. Bro, yeah, but this is the problem, man. The Giants, they got Tommy Cutlets and fucking Drew Lock at quarterback, man. And then their best defensive player just went on the IR, man. I don't know, bro. My God, LS the Damager with the $10 bomb. I think fans can relax. I don't think it matters if we end up with pick 6. Shedeur will be a Raider. I think this kid is going to pull whatever stunt possible to ensure he's wearing silver and black. But see, this is the thing. To what avail? What cost, LS? What cost? Because, listen, it'd be a hell of a lot better for, Jacksonville if things were chalk and they wanted, the way things are, right? Jacksonville, number 1 pick, Travis Hunter. Bam, done. Then Shedeur's right there. We take him. Done. I don't want to have to do all the theatrics and, moving up and giving, draft capital away next year. this year. I just want to have a clean coupon Tom draft, man. You know what I mean? Just a clean coupon Tom draft. Get Shedeur and then BPA the rest of the draft, man. Best player available. He said, you have to be able to say my name correct to block me, wasted. Ha ha ha. You know I'm right, though. Never could be a quitter. It's for wolf people. Wolf people, weak people. I get you, bro. I was about to say, you talk about wolf people. What the hell are we talking about? We talking about Twilight right now? The F is going on. HCL. Wait, it's ACL sicko, right? Am I saying it right? Yo, psycho? Not sicko, it's psycho. ACL psycho, right? I'm saying it right? Yo, my God. Yo, wasted. People seem to forget that even though Eli didn't want to play for the Chargers, they still took him, and it cost New York Rivers 3 picks. Is Shedeur worth that to you? And that's one of the issues that I'm having, right? Because not only I'm in favor, if he's the number one guy, take the number one guy, right? But I am not the kind of guy that if we took another quarterback and we decided not to pony up the cash for Shedeur, and it was a guy that was like I say, like a Lar or Rourke or one of those guys, and we take, and I'm not talking about taking them at 5 or 6, like taking them in the second round, something like that. I am one of these people where, look, I could wrap my mind around BPA at round 1. You know what I'm saying? I am Shedeur. Listen, Jaden Daniels, if this was Jaden Daniels we were talking about, for me, I'm like, yo, do whatever you got to trade next year's first to get him. I'm not in on Shedeur like that. I like Shedeur. I think he's talented. I think a lot of the people that don't like Shedeur, they have personal reasons why they don't like him that have nothing to do with football. There are some people who, to be honest with you, just don't like bruh. And I'm not saying everybody, but you got a lot of people that don't like the braggadocious shit. And we talked about this a couple of lives ago, right? There's some people that they're just not with that. That's understandable. Me, I got no problem with it. I actually prefer that shit as long as you back it up. LS, my dog, I agree, but AP is coaching for his job. Players are playing for their careers. Too many uncontrollable variables to ensure a clean tank. Listen, bro, I think this is a bad team. It don't got to really be a tank. But, yo, bro, I definitely see them going out there doing their jobs. They're not fucking around. Like, yo, and excuse my language if necessary, man. I'm sorry, man. Hey, Sacktown Raider Mike, listen, I got my coffee. Out of my custom coffee and convo mug. Shout out to Graphic Raider. Going over there to Oak, Las Vegas, too, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog, man. I ain't really got a chance to tap in with bro. He been sick. But we got to tap in, man. Got to tap in. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I haven't talked to Hammer in a long time either, man. I haven't talked to Hammer since the live stream on Saturday. It's crazy, man. Like I gotta talk to I ain't talked to Big Mike in a long ass time neither, man. I gotta talk to my guys, man. The F is going on. I gotta call Andy too. I ain't spoken to Andy in like a month. I call my guys, man. The F is going on here. I don't like his arm, bro. No, and bro, I get it. I'm not like I like Shedeur. I like the idea, the fact he wants to be here. The things I like about him is his moxie. I like the fact that it looks like he is going to be a hard worker. He's accurate. I like that he throws the ball, he throws guys open. That's one thing I notice about him. He's pretty accurate. He knows how to command a huddle. He has a lot of swagger. He can move. He's not a supreme athlete. But when you start talking about like athletic shit, just straight up, yo, you're at the combine, you're throwing as hard as you can, you run as fast as you can. I don't see the off the chart measurables, right? That would, want me to move up and like move to go get somebody. I don't see that. Like for me, I'm a person where I like my quarterbacks 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". I like my quarterbacks to have the rocket arm so that they, like the Josh Allen kind of mode. Josh Allen, guys that are that physically talented, because listen, I'm a Raider fan, right? We're always those kind of like I remember when Calvin Johnson came out, I was so disappointed we took Jamarcus Russell and not Calvin Johnson. I wanted Calvin Johnson. Now, there's some people saying Shedeur is mid, but this is the funny thing. I don't know if he is mid, bro. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of feel like he's one of these guys that are gonna be better than a lot of people think. I do. I really do. I really do. I think, it kind of in the mold of like Baker Mayfield. Like Baker Mayfield, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't think he's a number one pick. I'm not sure about him. He came out and he kind of cooked at first, man. And if you give Shedeur weapons and you protect him, I think he's one of these guys that are going to, really, 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 really learn the game at a high level. He's been involved and been breaking down tape at a high level, being a kid. I think he's going to be all right, man. I like Shedeur. I think a lot of people just don't like him. And yo, SP's right. He's tough too, man. Yeah, he's tough. He's a tough kid, man. Look, I like him. If we take him, I'll be ecstatic. I'm sorry. He's tough. I like him, man. Sanders is starting to remind me of the Bronny James situation. But see, I don't think it's not the same, bro. Because, Bronny James is a guy who is getting things given to him for two reasons. Because of the idea of the fact that him and his dad will be playing in the league, right? And the fact that, Bronny went through some things in college, bro, to where his college career wasn't all it could be. He had a myocarditis situation. He had issues with his heart. He really, and I think he's still trying to deal with that. With Shedeur is the number one pick. There just ain't nothing. I mean, who else could we even, besides Travis Hunter and Cam Ward? Like, he's the number one pick, bro. And if anything else, I mean, he is an NFL player, bro. It ain't like he's being anointed to being an NFL player because of his father. And his father isn't hated like that. His father doesn't have that kind of smoke on him the way LeBron does. So I disagree, man. T. Severe, my guy T. Severe is in the place, man. I compare Shedeur to Geno Smith, but slightly more accurate and less arm strength. I could see that, T. Geno Smith, let me tell you something, man. He could sling that football, man. Geno could sling that ball. You can say whatever you want about him. When Geno Smith was at West Virginia, he used to light it up, man. He used to light it up. Terry Ogden is in the place, man, with the $5 smackaroonie. Draft Sanders and a left tackle, guard, and free agent. Best player available in the draft. Thoughts wasted. Terry Ogden, if that happened, that's from your lips to God's ears. That would be magic. Magic. I mean magic. Straight up magic, my brother. I'll be sitting there, just sit up there, waiting for it to happen. Waiting for it to happen. With the second pick in the 2025 draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado. Oh, my God. I'd go effing crazy. I'd go crazy. I would go effing crazy, man. I would go crazy. Robs, I mean, getting overdrafted because of his father. I don't want them. Bro, how could you possibly say he's getting overdrafted, bro? Name me 4 other quarterbacks that are better than him in this draft. Name it. Please, name me 4 other people. Please. Wait, my worst fear for Shedeur is that he's DC or Daniel Jones and he just divides the fan base for the next 8 years. That won't happen. If you think he'll get the latitude to do that, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell you something, man. The one thing DC had that was attached to him, and it leads who he is as a man, is his faith. And I think a lot of the reason why DC was lauded and loved, it was because one, he had some heart-stopping great games. The organization did make some questionable decisions around his tenure and him being here. But, you have a sector of DC's, truthers that are people who love him because of who he is off the field. And, how on fire for the Lord that he is, right? So a lot of that plays into it. I know a lot of people might think that I'm wrong and that has nothing to do with it. But I'm telling you, it does. It does. That all shucks, I'm just a choir boy thing. Some people love that shit, man. And that really, when you talk about things to get fanatical for, besides sports, the main thing that people get fanatical for is religion and faith. Real rap. And I know you're not comparing their playing styles. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about how long. See, this the difference, bro. He's a first round pick. He talk a lot of shit. He's probably not going to be the most likable guy in the world. If we're losing, who knows how we going to feel about that? Like the Raider Nation is a little different now, bro. Especially what is going on in Las Vegas, bro. We got a brand new stadium. We ready to win. We don't have that great fan base like we did in Oakland and LA. It's not the same now. They priced us out of the stadium. They will lose this team, bro. They will wind up losing this fan base forevermore if they don't turn it around within the next 2 to 3 years, yo. I'm telling you right now, man. Shedeur is a first-round pick. He's getting overdrafted because he considered by many, not to me, to be the best quarterback in this draft. The position is always overvalued. And, bro, and overdrafted. And, bro, I was, T. Severe, you took, because I was going to circle back to that. Like, people don't realize if Shedeur Sanders was, say, for instance, a corner or a wide receiver, and he wasn't playing at a certain level, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But you have quarterbacks that have been drafted in the top 10 in the first round, like Daniel Jones, who's never exhibited that they could be successful, even at Duke. And then he gets overdrafted because of the measurables. Every year it's a guy who gets drafted like that. Underwear Olympics is real, y'all. Yo, it is over 400 of y'all in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Oh, my God. Robert Hicks is in the place. Yo, Leaky Tiapu was in the place. Ara, La Chain Gang, La Chain Gang. If the Raiders don't figure out the coaches in the building, drafting a quality QB will not matter. And that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Yo, Wasted, you watch? No, I don't. Wait, they got the I don't, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm too busy to watch anybody else. I just kind of focus on what I got going on, my team got going. And that's no diss to them guys. I don't even really, you know what I'm saying? But I don't watch anybody else, bro. I just watch me. I watch what I'm doing. I watch film and I form my opinions, and I watch, I pull up on my dog Graf show. You know what I'm saying? I pull up on Murph and them down there if I'm home or something like that. But I don't, if Big Mike and T and them is on, I'll pull up in the chat and watch them and see what they got. Raider Primos, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like I go on and watch. I don't have the time to sit down and really watch, because I got to focus on my show, right? I got to focus on my real job. I got to focus on my girls. I got to focus on my, my business and stuff. I got a lot going on, bro. That's why sometimes, like lately, it's been a little rough for me to get on, but I can't let the nation, down. I gotta get on the air, man. Yo, when the Raider players have to be likable, the nation will have his back. That's a fact, man. My dog, Fred Hampton, is in a place. Man, where you been, Fred? What's up, Wasted? I'm here for all the shenanigans. Let's go. What it is, Fred? Fred, what's up, man? Cisco Dorothy. That jacket go crazy, Wasted. She show G. Oh, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, bro, y'all know how I do, man. I try to stay clean, man. You know how I go, man. I appreciate y'all though, man. But yo, like Judo Joe Black, Shedeur really has to be decent for us to win. We just need an O-line. But guys, look, you know what? I think your brother Wasted got off a track, answering y'all. Let's get into the injury report. We got the real deal injury report for the day. Nate Hobbs' ankle did not practice. He is out for the game. Alexander Mattson is questionable, but you know what, man? He can keep his ass on the bench. Zamir White is out. I don't want to see Zamir White suit up again for the Raiders for the rest of the fucking, year, man. Jordan Meredith will be playing. Justin Shorter is doubtful. Jacoby Myers is questionable, but you know, Antonio Pierce said he will be playing. Aiden O'Connell had a full practice. He will be playing. Amir Abdullah will be playing. Now, KJ Britt is out for the Buccaneers. Mike Edwards, their safety, is out. Mike Evans will be playing. So, the great Mike Evans will be playing. Josh Hayes is questionable. He'll probably be playing. Greg Gaines, full practice playing. William Golston playing. Troy Hill out. Bucky Irvin is questionable. Limited practice. He'll probably be playing. Baker Mayfield's definitely playing. Anthony Nelson, outside linebacker, will be playing. Trey Palmer, J.J. Russell, Tyke Smith, and Joe Tyron Sequoia will be questionable. Marquise Watts is out. Tristan Wirfs is playing. And Levante David is playing, y'all. So, look, man. This is going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a slobber knocker, like old JR used to say, man. Yeah, crazy, man. Yo, Wasted. You have mentioned. Wait. What? Oh my God. Wasted. You have mentioned our son Raider, who was born with 5 holes in his heart. Wanted you to know after 4 heart surgeries, 16 months in the hospital, he is thriving, just started standing and walking. Man, what a blessing, bro. God bless him, yo. And God bless you and your family, bro. That's dope, yo. And he named his son Raider, man. That's dope, yo. That's phenomenal, yo. Yo, y'all throw up the prayer hands in the chat for Raider 24 Nation, man. His son is up and running, man. I love that, man. God bless you and your family, bro. Come on, man. Y'all got to throw it up, man. Y'all got to throw it up, man. Y'all got to throw it up. Yo, your daughter's name is Autumn Wint, bruh. You have outdone me as a parent. I missed the mark. I should have named my kids, put something on my girls that has something with the Raiders, man. I brought them home in Raiders stuff when they were little. Brought them home, I passed this down to my girls, but you know how I go. Yo, look at that. Taino Raiders in the place. Yo, shout out to the great and powerful Taino Raider, man. Always near and dear to us, man. Our brother Taino Raider blessing us with these, man, at Bar 8, man. He always shows mad love. That's my guy, man. I can't wait to tap in with Taino, man. Next time I'm down that way, man, I gotta throw up the bat signals and tell my guy Taino I'm gonna be down there, man. We're gonna tap in, man. Best name ever, man. But yo, man, God is wonderful, man. I don't mean to turn this to start preaching or nothing, man, but God is a awesome, wonderful, and merciful God, man. Yo, man, I always love to hear those stories, man. How resilient, the human body can be with little young kids. Like, man, that's beautiful, man. So glad to hear that. Yeah, man, Steve Orlini. That's a fact, man. That is a fact, man. That is a fact. You guys are up here. Look, man, I know we turned this into something else, man, but god damn, man, that was beautiful, man. Yeah, man. But look, man, let's get back into it, y'all. Let's get back into it. I know it's kind of hard. Like when stuff like that happens, bro, it is kind of it's hard to transition and get back to football because there's so many things that are so much more important than football, man. It really is, yo. Yo, my guy said, "Thank you, nation, from the bottom of my heart, man." Yo, the nation is man. Listen, that's insane, man. Yo, Adrian Diaz. I'm glad we didn't sign mid cousins. You know what I want to talk about? Because listen, it's Friday. We went over the injury report. We understand it's a 1:00 game on the East Coast. The Raiders are horrendous 1:00 on the East Coast, right? I want to see a competitive, spirited game. You guys know how we do. I want to make sure that Sincere McCormick, we can see what we have in him. Just keep, riding that train, to the wheels fall off. Because, even if we go and draft another running back, go on free agency, bring a running back in, I want to make sure that we have a running back room that is full with talented guys that can get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are upset. They see what Josh Jacobs is doing in Green Bay. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't know if Josh Jacobs being on this team, I know it makes us a better football team, But instead of us being 2-10, we'll probably be like 5-8 right now. Josh Jacobs is not on the same timeline as us, man. He wants to win. They couldn't give him any assurances that they were going to draft a quarterback, and that's really one of the reasons why he is no longer here. People, want to bag on Coupon Tom, and I get it. And he's made some mistakes. I'm not saying Tom Telesco is the greatest thing since sliced bread, because we have a tendency in Raider Nation to want the coach fired, and we never really give the GM shit. It takes us longer to give the GM shit. But to be honest with you, Josh is thriving. God bless him. But there's a lot of people, bro, that say, you don't pay a running back. You don't pay a running back. You don't pay a running back, right? You pay a running back when you pay a superstar running back when you have a great team around him. And I think this year, Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, and Derrick Henry single-handedly have revitalized that position. I think that position is going to be drafted a lot earlier than it has been, right? And you see the situations that they left, and it just looks bad, right? Derrick Henry leaves Tennessee. Tennessee is just as bad as we are. We're 2-10, right? Saquon Barkley leaves the Giants are the worst team in football besides us, right? So you look at three of the worst teams in football, and these players were on their roster. But to what avail, right? To what avail? If you have to rebuild the rest of the roster, the place that you, from a dollar cost average standpoint, you cut or you get off is you. And Gibbs is a great young running back, but right now those three guys are running roughshod over the league right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no problem with the Raiders trying to get a guy on the way up. I have no problem them understanding where they are. I had no problem with the Raiders focusing on the defensive side of the ball. The problem is when you're going to focus on the defensive side of the ball, you got to do it the right way, right? You got to do it the right way. So when you go out here in the offseason when Javon Holland is available, you bring him in. No more of this, do we have the right safety? We don't know. No, you go out and you go get an all-pro. Go out there and you go get Javon Holland. This is what you do. Derek, no, you know what? And not the transition, because this is y'all's show right now, man. This is y'all's show. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we're going to talk about it for the next 15. I'm going to get on out of here, man. But, Derek Calhoun, how do I feel about Tyree Wilson? I mean, bro, I think, you can't call somebody a complete and total bust until, like, after their third season. It looks like he's developing. He's starting to trend towards topping the stats and the production he had last year. And that's a great thing, right? He's getting a lot more snaps. The more you play, the better you get. I just hope that we have a definitive answer on Tyree Wilson because, listen, Chasen is another guy, man, that was considered a bust, and he's thriving now in our system. So listen, man, Tyree Wilson, I'm not going to call him a bust. Do I think he's going to be, the new Reggie White? Probably not. But if he can work himself into like a solid starting defensive end, like a Kevin Carter kind of guy. Remember Kevin Carter out of Florida that played for the Rams, played for the, the Greatest Show? I would love that. Yeah, see, the thing with Chasen, man, Chasen has that natural bend and that explosiveness. He's very, very explosive, man. I don't know if he's a way better pass rusher. He's a different kind of pass rusher. He's very, very athletic, very quick off of the edge, man. He has that really, 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 really explosiveness about him. And I think he's one of them guys that they're going to really, really be able to develop that kid. I hope they keep him. Yo, my guy, Dodge City Raider with the $5 smackaroonie, man. Appreciate you, bro. My guy, Lawrence E. We may not always agree about players or coaches, but kids and family hits home every time for all of us Raiders, man, for life. Shout out to my guy, Lawrence E., man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and that's how I feel too, Easy Mo. Yo, let Tyree finish this contract before I go out there and start calling a guy a bust, right? Would I have rather had Jalen Carter? You damn right. It is. We all would have, though, right? Speaking of wasted, GM skated, teams won 2 games and nothing. I hear Howie Roseman every other week in Philly. And, it's crazy because my brother is an Eagle fan, right? My brother's an Eagle fan, and Howie Roseman, bro, a lot of times people don't even get on him for some of the draft picks he misses on because he does so well in free agency. They have such a talented roster that nobody even notices when he messes up in free agency. Hot take. Josh Jacobs carried the Raiders for the last 5 years, not Crosby and Carr. That's not a hot take. Not a hot take, bro. That's the most lukewarm take of the fucking day, man. What the F are you talking about? I mean, on the offensive side of the football, Josh Jacobs was the bell cow, bro. There's no metric to where you can dispute that. There's no metric you can dispute that. Now, Max is carrying us on the defensive side of the ball, and Josh definitely carried us. There's no doubt about it, man. Chasen is playing his second chance. That's why he's playing with urgency. No, this is his third chance. This is Chasen's third chance, bro. This is his third chance. So, nah, man, you got that one wrong. Hey, Wasted, great show, man. May every Raider have a happy holiday and safe holiday. Blessed all. Fred Hampton, man. Blessed to you and your family, my brother. Yo, we got 10 more minutes, man. Get wasted with your brother. Wasted, man. Bro, I got a legit cussing argument. We'll Raider say the second we got rid of Jacobs, this team will crumble. And I was right. We'll Raider Reaper. Look. And shout out to Raid. Bro, the thing about it is, what is your idea of crumbling? Because were we whole with Josh Jacobs? What did we accomplish with Josh Jacobs being on this football team? I'm a little curious about that. Did we win a Super Bowl? Did we win a playoff game? Did we go deep in the playoffs with Josh Jacobs? I mean, like, listen, if I'm being honest, right? Did we? No. One playoff berth. So what crumbled? Nothing was built with him here. Go to the play, like, man, get the bro. So what? Go to the playoffs and lose. So we built one play, like, bro, one of the two playoff berths we've had in the last 20 years. The Raiders crumbling. The Raiders, we never built nothing up. Like, yo, at the end of the day, our timelines didn't match up no more. He wanted to get paid. The Raiders weren't willing to pay him. We don't have no like, bro, if you have a quarterback and you get rid of Josh Jacobs, then that's a different conversation to be had. But when you got the situation where we have, well, yo, you got to rebuild the offense, it's better not to have that's why when everybody says in free agency we should go and go get T. Higgins, until we draft a quarterback who's talented enough to get him the ball, I don't want no big-time free agent wide receivers in here. I like these lunch pail kind of wide receivers. We got like Jacoby Myers and guys like that. I like people like that in the building because those guys are not going to stress you out. You're not going to have the, when's he going to be traded? You had the media, like, you don't hear nobody in the media talking about it. As good as Jacoby Myers is playing right now, he's having a better season than Devontae Adams. You don't hear anybody pairing him on another team. But when you have those superstar players and the team isn't doing well, the quarterback's not playing well, then that's a problem, bro. That is a problem. That is the problem. My God, yo, Hammer is in a place to be. The great and powerful Hammer. My dog is in a place, man. I got to call Hammer. I ain't fucking talking to Hammer all week, man. The F up out of here, Hammer. What is the deal, man? I don't want you to get that. Oh, East Coast gritted it and is in a place. Dante, what up, man? We got over 400 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted, man. Oh, my God. They ain't going to act like a baby when things aren't perfect. D. Adam. Bro, you don't know that. Psycho, you don't know that. All of these wide receivers, bro, if they not getting a ball, they become even ones who are barely in the league. Look at Deontay Johnson, bro. This guy doesn't win, act like a diva on the Steelers, the Ravens, the Carolina Panthers. Like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? DeMarcus Webb, wasted. What are odds Bowers gets the JJ and Max treatment for Rookie of the Year award? I think that's what's probably gonna. I think it's a high chance of that. Listen, all of these awards, bro. All these awards, really, for the most part, on the offensive side of the football, they're just waiting to give it to a quarterback. Like Brock Bowers, bro, for him to win Rookie of the Year, he's got to probably catch like 4 or 5 more touchdowns. He got to have well over 100 catches. I'm telling you right now, man. Now, us as Raider fans say he deserved a Rookie of the Year. You'll have other people talk about how the quarterback, like Bo Nix, and got like, bro. At the end of the day, what the fuck does Rookie of the Year mean to us as a fan base? If this is what we need to hang on to and cling to as a fan base, bro, this team better start winning right goddamn now. Like, bro, like at the end of the day, man, individual awards mean nothing to me, bro. Because for years, it's always some individual award one of our players gets screwed off of. Like, and it's always like that, bro. It is always like that. Like times where like Khalil Mack should have been Defensive Player of the Year, Crosby. They never give it to a bad team, bro. It's always like that. And I really don't care. Now, LS the Damager has different reasons, more nefarious reasons. Since it means a lot to me because I got $1,000 riding on it. Oh, hell yeah. Now, listen, I hope for that reason and that reason only. My guy LS, listen, I hope he does win so you can cash that in, bro. Dixon Side said, I need my moral victories. I'm 2-10, bro. Listen, man. I need actual victories, bro. I'm getting too old for this shit, man. I'm getting Danny Glover too old for this shit. DeMarcus, well, yeah, I think Bowers gonna have to have 10 plus TDs and over 1,500 yards. Yeah, probably he has to approach Randy Moss levels. It's crazy, man. Did Randy Moss win offensive rookie of the year that year? I think he did. It's a long time ago. I was so young back then, man. Fucking Randy Moss. So I'm trying to think who came out that year. Was it Charles Woodson? It was Randy Moss, Peyton Manning. Let me see if Randy Moss won that shit, man. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Little dead air right there. Let me see. Yeah, 17 touchdown receptions. He was NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, that's a great year to be Offensive Rookie of the Year, man. Him and Peyton Manning, Woodson, all of them came out that year. That was a great year, man. Great year. Yo, when did Devontae finally believe his shit, though? I don't know, man. Listen, I think he's probably still under that illusion. I know he got a lot of dog shit on his face now, man. To be honest with you, man, I talked about this on Twitter, yo. F Devontae Adams, man. I don't want to talk about that effing guy. Yo, Isaiah, Preacher, Porter. What's up, Wasted? How you been? And I hope we beat the Bucks on Sunday morning and AOC throw for 3 touchdowns, too. Brock Bowers and Jacoby, too. Shout out to you, Isaiah Porter. Shout out to you, man. The obsession with Devontae and DC, this fan base is so weird, bro. Y'all got to stop. Yeah, man, F Devontae Adams, bro. F him. You want to talk about something that we can leave the show on and leave the show with? There was this really dope question that was posed by my sponsor, BetUS. And, I want to share it with you guys. I would like to share it with you guys, man. I think I need to, I'm going to send it to my computer, right? I'm going to send it to my computer. Airdrop it to myself. I'm going to open it up. Right? So let me save this image. And I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this because I want to bring it up on the screen. So bear with me, y'all. You know me, Boomer McBoomerston. Boomer McBoomer time, man. Let me go in and grab this real quick. And I want to know what you guys think about this little overlay they sent me. You know what I mean? And we got it right here, y'all. And I want to hear y'all. I want to hear how y'all answer this, man, because I had it on social media. A lot of y'all were engaging with it. Yo, go over there, follow me on Twitter, follow me at Instagram, Wasted Talent Raiders on both. You know what I mean? I'm starting to. I think I'm going to start over my TikTok because it's not. I want to try to get a little motion on TikTok too. But I want y'all to follow me on all social media, man. But yo, check this out. Y'all, I got a question for y'all, man. Shout out to BetUS. Which one of these legends would you bring back if you could? Now, overwhelmingly on social media, the answer has been overwhelmingly number 34, Bo Jackson. But yo, for this year, if you could bring back any one of these guys, who would you bring back? I want to see in the chat. Yo, sign off in the chat. We had an hour already, but I'll stay a little longer. I was very, very, very curious to see what you guys thought about something like this, like in live. Like on a live show, I really, 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 really wanted to see, man. Yo, let me see. Let me see, man. Let me see, y'all. Let me see, man. Yo, easy. He said Rich Gannon. He said, shit, we need to see if Rich Gannon wants to play again. Gannon for sure. Tim Brown, Gannon. We need a QB. Bo Jackson, Gannon. Rich Gannon, Charles Woodson, Bo Jackson. If I knew health didn't stop his career. Woodson on D, Bo, Woodson. Damn, yo. Bo, because we saw everyone else's career. It would have been nice to see him potentially be a GOAT. Yeah, Mark Mason. He's fucking unstoppable, bro. I mean, we could use any one of these guys. I mean, how could you not, right? Said Howie Long to help Matt. He wasn't one of the people, but okay, Howie. Said Bo, straight Chico. Bo knows football. Jim Plunkett. Yeah, I'm cool on Jim Plunkett, right? Not in this area, yo. Gannon. Oh. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yo, tell me wasn't that a dope question, though, y'all? That's a dope question, man. So I love, in a season like this, it's been tough talking about the team and stuff. I love the team, but it's rough, man, because it's not a whole lot, it's a lot of negativity. I don't like being negative about my team. I hate that shit, bro. I hate it. And it's fun to talk about something that brings back good memories and feelings to the nation, bro. Bo Jackson. Yeah, man. Gannon. Hell yeah, it was. Yo, when he was with his prime with the Raiders, Rich Gannon, we need a quarterback bad, bro. I feel you, man. Yo, Anthony is about to get this is the time where he's really getting blocked, yo. What the F is wrong with you, Anthony? This effing guy, man. This guy said Jamarcus Russell like your life depended on it, man. What the F?
Tutorial this since you know what the fuck you doing.
What's wrong with you, Anthony? Block this man. Oh my God, Lawrence. He said Otis C. Strunk. Yo, shout out to Otis C. Strunk, man. The great legend. Rock on Otis C. Strunk, man. I think his son we follow each other on social media, man. Shout out to the great Otis C. Strunk, man. Rock on, man. Seabass. He would have single-handedly beat the Chiefs. He's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yo, OD Raider. This might be the QB draft of last year, but Shedeur would have been the best QB that we've had in decades. This might not be the QB draft of last year, but Shedeur will be the best QB we've had in decades, period. That's a fact. You got to do it, man. So, guys, listen, man. I'm going to get out of here. I got things to tend to, man. I got to get out on the town with my lady. We got things we got to do. But shout out to every single one of y'all. We're going to be rocking and rolling all weekend, y'all. Shout out to the nation, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up in here, man. It is insane that we had almost 500 people in the room. And this has been such the support for my channel and all my guys. Yo, it has been amazing. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. You guys have a great weekend. East Coast, you have a great weekend too, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy your night. Enjoy y'all families, man. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. We're going to be rocking. Graph and I'm going to be doing the game. I'll be doing the post game and stuff like that, man. Love every single one of y'all. Y'all have a freaking great effing night, man. I'm out of here, bro. And look, I'm going to be dropping a couple of shorts tonight, too. I got to get back on the shorts thing. So go look out for those over there, too, man. Peace, y'all.